George Corpse, Carter Fisher, Carla Corpse, and you're watching Rock and Metal News.
Hey guys, this is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News, and this is your Maximum Threshold Rock and Metal News report. As I Lay Dying are set to celebrate their 20th anniversary on their 2 Decades of Destruction European tour in 2022. Dying Fetus and Amir will be support. You can check the band's websites for the tour dates. And Tim Lambesis stated, I'm incredibly grateful to have a chance to go back out on tour and for the tremendous support we've had on the Shaped by Fire touring cycle so far. And let's see what happens with Nick Hipa, as they need a replacement for him. He has quit the band, so stay tuned, but it looks like the band is definitely going on. So stay tuned for that. And the Night Flight Orchestra, the band that features Björn, Strid, and David Andersson of Soilwork, and also Sharlee D'Angelo from Arch Enemy, among others. They have released a music video for their song Change. It's on YouTube now. Their new album is now out as well. It's titled Aeromantic II, so you can check that out. Pretty cool song, different kind of genre for them. And vocalist Myles Kennedy from Slash, featuring Myles Kennedy and the Conspirators, was interviewed by Ann Erickson on Audio Inc. Radio recently, and he stated that their new album is basically in the bag. They're done it. The album will be the follow-up to 2018's Living the Dream. Myles Kennedy stated, "We made a record earlier this year, and it's in the can, and I think the goal is to just, when the time's appropriate, we're going to put it out hopefully next year, hopefully early next year." The thing about the record is that it's got a live vibe to it, so it should be a good one. Stay tuned for that. And continuing with your MaximumThreshold.net rock and metal news, get set for a new book about Van Halen. On October 1st, Backbeat Books will publish Van Halen, The Eruption, and The Aftershock by Michael Christopher. The book is available now for pre-order in both paperback and electronic formats, so you can check that out, as well as Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and other retailers. Van Halen, The Eruption, and The Aftershock tells the story of how one of America's greatest bands weathered arguably the most dramatic soap opera in rock and roll history, with songs that would weave themselves into the fabric of every musician who heard them. So that'd be cool. And Testament's Chuck Billy, he now has a stamp on the Marvel Universe. Chuck Billy is credited with providing additional voices in the latest episode of the Disney Plus animated Marvel series, What If? The series takes inspiration from the comic series of the same name. And finally, Iron Maiden. They have their new album out now. It's called Senjutsu. It's now out, and you can pick it up at digital retailers and streamers. And also in related news, Iron Maiden vocalist, he was on Sirius XM's Trunk Nation Virtual Invasion, Bruce Dickinson, and he is making a new solo album, and he has stated that it's a work in progress. He had it on the back burner for years, and he is now working on it, so hopefully he can have that out. He said when Uncle Joe allows people to go into America due to the pandemic, he can then start recording and mixing it. So stay tuned. Hopefully that occurs in the next, well, it'd be great if it could come out next year, but stay tuned for that. No release dates for that at all. This is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News with a Z, and this has been your Maximum Threshold Rock and Metal News Report. Thanks for tuning in.